All right, today we're going to look at how to make a histogram from my set of numbers. This is the same set of numbers from the from my previous lesson. So when I'm making a histogram, the first thing I want to do is I'm going to find the minimum and the maximum. All right, so my minimum is 1, my maximum is 54. My smallest number is 1, largest number is 54. Now, when I make a histogram, I want there to be approximately 7 boxes. All right, histogram is a type of bar graph where the width of the bar represents the set of numbers that are in the bar, and the height represents how many numbers are in the bar. All right, and we'll look at what I'm talking about in just a second. So, one thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that I find an appropriate range for each box or each bar in my histogram. So the way that I do that is I take my maximum minus the minimum and divide it by 7. The reason I'm dividing it by 7 is because I want there to be approximately 7 bars. That's how many bars I want. 7's a good number. If it ends up being a few more than 7 or a few less, that's fine. All right, so when I do 54 minus 1, that's 53. 53 divided by 7 is approximately 7.57, I believe. All right, and so what we do is, if I have a decimal, I'm just going to round up. I don't want to use decimals, and so this gives me a general idea that if I use a range of 8, that's going to give me about 7 bars. All right, so what I do from here is I'm going to make what is referred to as a frequency table. So my smallest number is 1, so a good place to start is 0. All right, so if I go 8 numbers, because I found out this was 8, so if I go 8 numbers, that should give me approximately 7 bars. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So from 0 to 7 would give me 8 numbers. All right, so that means my next one will be from 8 to 15, then from 16 to 23, then from 24 to 31, 32 to 39, 40 to 47, and then 48 to 55. Now, one thing you should kind of notice when I make my frequency table, sorry I didn't write that down. This is called a frequency table. So each set of numbers is approximately 8 numbers. From 0 to 7 is 8, 8 to 15 is 8. If I count 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, that's 8 numbers. All right? Now, but notice the pattern. 0, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. If I do it right, then the numbers on each side I should get by adding 8. All right, so what I do from here is I look at my stem and leaf plot, and I'm just going to put tally marks for every number that falls into one of these groups. So if I start at the beginning, so 0 through 7, 1, 2, and 4 fall there. So there are 3. 1, 2, 3. From 8 to 15, I have 1, 2, I just have 2. 1, 2. Now from 16 to 23, there is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 17, 19, 19, and 21 fall into this category. So that's 4. All right. From 24 to 31, the only one in there is my 24. So there is 1. From 32 to 39, I have 2. 33 and 38. So notice my tally marks is just how many numbers in my stem and leaf plot that I have fall into these categories. So from 40 to 47, I end up with 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then from 48, oh, that should be 4. Sorry. 41, 43, 43, 47. All right, so then for from 48 to 55, I have 48, 51, 52, 54. So these both end up with 4. Now, so this is my frequency table. This just shows me how many numbers fall in each one of these groups. Now, I created these groups. If you follow my steps, then your histograms should look like mine. If you did it some other way, your histogram might be off by 1 or 2. All right, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's wrong. All right, so when I look at this, when I said I'm making a bar graph, if I take my histogram and turn it sideways, my bar graph should look approximately like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 bars. This one's gonna go up to 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, and 4. All right, so when I make my histogram, it's just a bar graph. All right, and I'm setting my graph up to fit my needs. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, along the bottom, I'm gonna use my frequency table, okay? So the first bar starts at 1, the second bar starts at 8, then 16, then 24, then 32, then 40, then 48, and then 56. So this number covers everything between 0 and 8. So once it hits 8, it's now in this side, okay? So my height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So between 0 and before it becomes 8, there are approximately 3 numbers. All right, from 8 until I get to 16, there are 2 numbers. For the next one, there's 4, then 1, then 2, then 4 again, and 4 again. So notice the way that I made my histogram, it looks a lot like that frequency table turned sideways. There's a fine line between a numerator and a denominator, but only a fraction of you will understand. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna find my min and max, and I'm gonna divide by 7 because I want them to be approximately 7 blocks. Once I find the difference. So my min and max are 31 and 99. So when I want to be able to make approximately 7 blocks or 7 groups, all right, what we do is we take 99 minus 31 divided by 7. We get approximately 9.7, so I'm going to call it 10. So that means my units are going to go up by groups of 10 to make my frequency table. So let's make my frequency table. All right, so when I make my frequency table, I want to go up by 10. I want to start with a number that is at least a unit below my smallest one. So in this case, 31. So a good one to start with is 30. So from 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59. Notice each one of these is being added 10. Each one of these is getting added 10, and that's my pattern. All right, so I have to keep going until I go far enough to include the largest number, which is 99. All right, so when I look at this, here are my groups. All right, now when I do my frequency, we realize that there's a lot that are missing. All right, so from 30 to 39 includes everything that's in the first stem and leaf section. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From 40 to 49, it's the same thing. There's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For 50s, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's where that 99 plays a big factor in what my histogram looks like. With the 99 there, I have nothing from 60 to 69, 70 to 79, 80 to 89, and I have 1 between 90 and 99. So that means there's empty stuff here. All right, when I make my histogram, it's gonna be the same way. All right, I'm gonna make my histogram using these same groups. So I'm gonna start with 30, and it goes up by 10s. There's 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then it says 90 to 99. That means that group ends at 100. All right, now in this case, the highest one is 7, so I have to go up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, my first 2 blocks have 6. My third block has 7. None of these have anything until I get from 90 to 100, which is 1. And so there's my histogram for my second set of information.